Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On 2nd and 7. Herbert under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Going deep here for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
They snap it to Herbert. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
I know they got the 1st down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Herbert back to the air. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this 1st down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Herbert on 1st down now. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. It's Eckler again. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They start on the ground with Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Inside give to Elliott. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Play action now, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Herbert off of play action. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got a man. It's his fullback. He'll get it inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Eckler now between the tackles. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So this defense, they get their first interception of the game, and since they were in plus territory, didn't have too terribly far to go, but they take it all the way into the end zone.
And you intercepted in that close, you're automatically thinking 6 points the other way, but what I like most about it is how the defense rallied, got up on their blocks, and didn't commit any penalties as well.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fields this way up at this. Now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position. In the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Once more, here's Eckler. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Touchdown! Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Final play of the half. Prescott. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Prescott on first down. Open man right side, it's Lamb. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On third down, Elliott. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On play action, Prescott. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
On third down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in onside.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Herbert eluding the pressure right. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there. Herbert operating from the red zone. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? After the encroachment penalty, here's 2nd and 5. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Rolling to his right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 6-yard touchdown run.